G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of Everspace 2. And it looks like we're already under attack, even though we've just started, so let me just deal with this this bunch of rude retaliators interrupting my recording here.
Okar Prime are fast approaching.
Reptilian xenophobes, just what I need.
Ooh, okay. Well, I just made mention about Okar Prime.
And war is the only way to cleanse us.
Yeah, well, I see it differently.
I was just saying about Okar Prime in the previous episode, guys, and you know, I did sort of mention that we hadn't really fought them very much, but I guess they might start appearing every now and then. I'm not entirely sure if we should try and engage, but you know, they are level 29 as well, so a couple of levels above us. Anyway guys, now that we've got a little bit of breathing room here, so I guess our objective is still to continue and make our way to all of those undiscovered locations. However, I have done a little bit of research in terms of a couple of things here. One, about whether or not we can get back to Atheon, and apparently Atheon is inaccessible for the moment, and the reason for that is because there is potentially some form of DLC on the way for Everspace 2, which may bring us back to Atheon. So really, that final mission to Atheon was just, I guess, a little bit of a taste of the system. I don't really know much of the DLC whatsoever, but potentially maybe we might fight the Okar Prime there. So that's that. Secondly, in terms of our spatial bypass, and yeah, I guess the spatial bypasses have to go in specific locations, and apparently the one in Zarkov needs to be set up at the gas field. So we can definitely go back there and set up a spatial bypass and see how we go on that front. Aside from that, the only things left to do really are these undiscovered locations both in Union and in Kion. So we will be making our way back to Kion, but we'll focus on sorry, not Union, in Drake and Kion rather. So yeah, let's go ahead and do a couple of undiscovered locations here, and as soon as we're done with that, we'll make our way to Kion. Actually, it might not be a bad idea to go to Zarkov first, and perhaps you know, set up the spatial bypass there before moving on to Kion, because we can easily use the spatial bypass to get to Kion from, well, any spatial bypass really, so we might as well do it from Zarkov. That's the plan anyway. Now, considering that there's only a few more things to do, depending on how long it takes for us to sort of muck about in some of these undiscovered sites, this could be our last episode of the series, or potentially the last episode could be the next one. Depends on, you know, whether or not things are worth doing in some of these undiscovered locations or not. And also depending on how complex some of the things are as well, because I don't want to bore you guys to death. So, Alpha Draco Claim 2. So we've got a beacon for the Flying Duchess. There's a hidden stash somewhere, which we could apparently find. That seems like a pretty good starting location to look. We've got Zurilia in the area, level 27s. So they won't be too difficult to deal with. They do hit hard though, but that's okay. I think we hit harder. So let's check out some of this stuff. just recharge our shields first.
This is getting too hot for me.
Alright, those guys are definitely a little bit tough to deal with, aren't they? Excuse me. Alright, brilliant. So, I think I just want to pick that up. Actually, these crafting components I don't mind picking up either. Alright, can we breathe a sigh of relief right now? Okay, so we've got a power core, we've got energy sphere sockets and protector sockets and heat sphere sockets. It needs all the spheres. I don't know if that is considered the hidden stash. Potentially it could be. Let's check some of these things out. Excuse me, guys. Alright, energy sphere goes over here. Just gonna have to throw it in. Hopefully it goes in. Alright, good. A heat sphere socket. Perhaps maybe we might be able to find something over there. Perhaps one of the dispensers. Some kind of a button here. Great. Maybe this is the location challenge, guys. I mean, it could be. Perhaps maybe on the pipe. I just don't want to miss any of them because we'd have to start all the way back. Okay, well, here's the sphere dispenser for the protector sphere. Let's grab that. Bring it back with us. I think it goes there. So there's the question of where that power core goes exactly. I do see something else over there. What is that? Connection socket. Let's drop that there. No! Okay, well, that completely failed. Alright, well, just gonna see if I can do that again, and instead of throwing it, I'll just sort of lead it in there. We'll probably take a little bit of radiation, but that's fine. Okay, good. Now I just need to find the heat sphere, and we should be done. Could it be perhaps maybe around here somewhere? I mean, I'm curious about this connection socket, so let's check that out. And let's see if we can find a power connector. I'm not entirely sure where would be an obvious place. Maybe if we just follow along where the base is sort of leading us, we might find something useful. Okay, some retaliators are here, so that's actually pretty good because they'll keep these Zerelia guys distracted. Well, looks like they're aiming for us now. Good. Okay, just a little bit of extra loot, but, ooh, nice. We did find a mainframe component over there. No sign of where the heat sphere might be hidden away, or the heat sphere dispenser might be hidden away. I'm not sure if I checked this section out before. You never know, I think it could likely be here. Alright, that was a decent guess. Okay, time to bring it back home. Is that the hidden stash, or maybe one more? There. Power core socket. Okay, well that explains why there's a power core sitting around. Let's actually convert that. So that's 5 mainframe expansions, guys. We can go with firepower now, so we might as well. So I guess we're maxed at firepower, so we're just gonna have to spend on other things if we happen to find another 3 mainframe components. I'm not sure if that's going to happen before we end the series, but who knows. Let's get rid of some of these green items. Okay, looking good. So yeah, let's just fetch our power core and chuck it in. Hopefully this will complete our location challenge. There's still a few bits and pieces here and there that we can try and pick up and, you know, loot. Okay, so there's apparently one more socket here that we have to fill with another power core. So there must be another power core hidden away somewhere. So I guess we need to continue looking around in that case. Yeah, and that's definitely the objective. So power core sockets. Ah, nice. Okay. I didn't even realize there was a power core sitting around here. So let's grab that. Very good. And a mainframe component as well, right?
You have acquired a mainframe component.
Good stuff. And there's this thing that we can interact with. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Oh, okay, it was one of these sort of dome-looking things. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, actually there. So it's just the top part that's able to take some damage. Alright, let's dismantle that, and let's just have a look at what else we can get rid of. Alright, decent. That's actually better than what we have, so let's slot that in. Prime Zapper, that's overall a little bit better than what we currently have as well, so this is Efficient Equalizer, whereas this is Prime Zapper, so I guess it fires a little bit differently. This is needed for Alex fire support upgrade, actually, so let's just take a look at our perks from here, and hang on. No, we need an equalizer. So why is it marking that for us though? I guess maybe it's because this could be what's required for the next tier. And if that's the case, maybe we should sort of keep this. Although again, I'm not entirely sure how much longer we're going to continue with the series, so it might be a little bit pointless to do that. Righto. Okay, I think we're done with this location. Let's make our way to the next undiscovered site, and we'll see what's there. We'll try to complete the location challenge as well, if it's not too difficult, as I said. But yeah, I mean, there have been some location challenges that are extremely complex and not as straightforward as one would think, so in those cases, after spending a little bit of time, we might, you know, leave it if it's not too obvious, because, you know, I don't think you guys watching me sort of umming and ahhing about what to do is really the most riveting viewing.
Sweet. I should take a snapshot.
Alright, we've got a destroyer to deal with. I might actually slot one of our cruise missiles in here. 25 seconds before we'll be able to use it. That's okay. Oh, and the Zerelia guys are actually giving us a hand here. Oh, actually, sorry, not Zerelia, the Retaliator guys. We might not even need the cruise missile, although it'd be nice to watch the cruise missile hit this thing. There we go. Nice. Well, it didn't exactly destroy it, did it? Still needed to add a little bit more damage.
I see him.
Let's actually swap out to our corrosion missiles again. Okay, this thing fires very, very slowly. Okay, gonna need to conceal ourselves there. This is not the best weapon, to be honest. I'm not entirely sure I really like it. But look, I suppose we can just continue using it for a little bit. And you know, it actually consumes so much juice that I don't think it's actually worth it. So I'm gonna go back to Equalizer. That has definitely been much better. Okay, we've got some coalition here, which is good. Okay, yeah, and that's this drone carrier as well, which I didn't realize it's been probably hanging around back here for quite a while. I'll probably leave the nano repair kit, to be honest. So I'm not entirely sure what the location challenge might be here. I usually see it on the left-hand side. But perhaps maybe this is just one of those locations that don't have a challenge, and maybe we're just free to explore and see what kind of goodies we can find, you know? I mean, that little sort of opening there looks like an obvious place to go to, so why don't we make our way there, see if there's anything interesting. I would like to also make our way to a trader if we can. I want to get rid of a lot of stuff and make a little bit of money. Nice. A lot of resources. Although we have seen a lot of Athean, right? So I'm not entirely sure how valuable this is. You know, come to think of it, I could probably just chuck the Crimson Sun in one of our slots when we want to mine, because that makes all of the mining a lot easier. Anyway, we'll think about doing that another time if we do need to mine a whole bunch more. Okay, so yeah, that was sort of the only interesting thing that I saw in this area, unless there's something else hidden away, which there likely is, considering what the game's been doing to us so far. I mean, there's like this big asteroid here. Maybe there's even a base? Or what used to be a base. Right, now that it's clear, I wonder if the pinging is coming from in here or maybe somewhere else. You know, I'm gonna take my own advice here and chuck that in and hope for the best. Yeah, there we go. A lot faster. Very nice. Ooh, nice. Prime Zapper. Is that what we need for Alec? No, equalizer is what we need for Alec. Ah, yes, and we've got one. Very nice. Well, why don't we upgrade this right now? So fire support. Nice. Cool, and let's take a look at the next level. EMP missiles. I don't suppose I have EMP missiles, but when I get some, we should be able to drop it in. 9,000 credits, that should be pretty easy as well. Just looking at whether or not we can get rid of a few things. Alright, does this go any deeper? I don't think it does. I am seeing a few resource markers though. I think maybe that's another room. Another chamber somewhere in this asteroid. It's actually slightly better. Let's swap that out. And we'll take that. Still not over yet. Good. All right. Now, we were looking for a way in here because that's likely where the pinging is coming from as well. Okay, this is where we were before, wasn't it? So let's go back. Okay, good. Alright, let's dismantle these, and is this any good? Actually, much better than what we have, which is nice. Just hoping to find a better sensor as well. So this will give us less boost, but better overall output for shields and weapons. I don't know if I really want that. I mean, it's a huge increase though, but it is a pretty big chunk from our boost output. It's hard to decide when there's a negative. I think I'm probably just going to keep it and sell it. Alright, did we also get the location challenge or find everything in this location? I think we did. So yeah, let's get out of here and let's make our way to Kyone. Now, as I said before, I do want to try and make our way to a trader of some sort. Actually, sorry, our next destination is not Kyone, it's going to be Zarkov, because we need to set up a spatial bypass there. I don't know if there's going to be a continuation to the mission after we set up all of the spatial bypasses, but yeah, I think maybe what we could do is we could go to Vesna Mining Colony to sell stuff, and yeah, that should sort of be on the way, so to speak. I'm just also thinking about whether or not we want to take the spatial bypass here in Drake. Might not be a bad idea. And if we do that, that might actually cut some of the travel time out. Even though we can still reach Union from here pretty easily using the jump gates. The problem is the jumping between, you know, the different systems to get to, the different planetary bodies to get to the jump gate is what takes a little bit of time. Try and ignore everyone and make our way to the spatial bypass. Very good. So yeah, we'll go to Union. You know, we could easily, you know, travel to Prescott Starbase and actually, you know, do our shopping there, or perhaps maybe the Kait Nebula might be better. Yeah, let's go to the Kait Nebula. It's been a while. Not that we're really looking around in the area. But we should be able to do some shopping right at the place that we get out. Right here at the Bio Research Station, or whatever it's called. The question is whether or not they have a worthwhile ship vendor. Hadn't considered that.
Another trip to the Light Fantastic thanks to spatial bypass technology.
So surprisingly, we've only really found like a couple of legendary items, haven't we? So it hasn't been like a lot. So we didn't really get too much of a choice of what to use. Bit of a shame, but it's alright. A lot of redeemers. I would like to be able to just do stuff without fighting them. Can we just dock? Yeah. I think they tend to leave us alone once we've docked.
We managed to avoid their attention for the most part. We have other, more scientific concerns.
Alright, well, that's a shame. We can't really buy or sell ships here. So, we're gonna just have to focus on getting rid of stuff, I suppose. So it's the efficient equalizer that I want to keep. Let's get rid of that. And let's mark everything else for sale. Okay. A couple of trading things that are worthwhile here, which is good. Let's sell. Gave us a little bit of money for the next ship. So let's get going. And I wonder if I can just quickly jump here without attracting any enemies. Very nice. And yeah, we'll make our way to the jump gate. We'll go to Zarkov. And from there, I know we need to go to the gas field, but on the way home, I think we can visit Vesna mining colony and try and buy a ship there. Whoops, my bad. Actually, if I do that, the game should actually give us just the right waypoints in the right systems to get us there, right? So I should have done that a lot earlier on in the playthrough, to be honest, but anyway, here we are. I've managed to make my way to the end of the game without needing to do that, so okay, let's jump before we get into trouble. Okay, they shot out our shields there. Not great, but we managed to escape. Yeah, the annoying thing is if you do try to jump while enemies are attacking you, the jump timer gets sort of pushed back a little bit. I suppose it's a way for the game to sort of pull you back into engagements and you know, make you a little bit cautious of you know, taking on too many enemies if you're trying to escape. Plus it prevents you from being able to escape really tough engagements easily.
Folks back on the homeworlds would pay to see something like this.
Alright, so spatial bypass is going in. Now, I did spend a little bit of time last time we were sort of talking about spatial bypasses, actually crafting some components required for it. So I assume that was the right thing to do, because we could have come here and perhaps tried to complete setting up the spatial bypass and finding ourselves not being able to do it. So anyway, ooh, a lot of money there. Okay, let's set it up.
Zarkov can now be added to the list of spatial bypass travel locations.
Why would you ever wish to return here?
The scenery, Hive. Just look at this place.
Purely a matter of subjectivity.
You have no appreciation of aesthetics. You're missing out.
Ah, I'm with Adam on this one, guys. I mean, look at that. Beautiful. In fact, I'm sort of thinking maybe we should end the series when we sort of do, you know, and maybe we should do it here, considering how beautiful it is. And then if we do get into the DLC at some point, this is where we might start off. But anyway, I digress. Let's make our way to Vesna, and from there we'll figure out if we can actually buy another ship. And I mean, there's the thing to consider as well, is whether or not there's actually a ship that we like worth buying. So I suppose maybe if we try Vesna Mining Colony, and if we don't find a ship there, maybe we can play around with visiting some of the ship vendors and, you know, seeing if we can at least end the series with a ship that we like. Not that I don't like this ship, but I don't know. I feel like maybe I sort of came into using this ship a little bit too late, but I feel like I wish I was in one of those striker type ships for the final missions. But yeah, that's just my preference in terms of aesthetics, guys. I do like the stealth ability on this. Being able to sort of like hide away and not get shot for, you know, at least a period of time until you can actually get your shields back is quite nice. Rightio, let's dock over there. Again, actually, I'm not entirely sure if we have the ability to buy ships here. We'll soon find out. Alright, well, no. The answer is no. Alright, well, let's get going, and gonna have to figure out where to go to buy a ship. Definitely the Flying Duchess would have something, so let's go out there and let's see if the Duchess has any good ships. Actually, while we're on the way, I just want to take a look at other perks here. So, there's the ship dealer's sort of perk that we could try and upgrade. Alternative set of passives for each ship. We need 6 particle modulators for that, and we just have 6. We don't have any pure well, we do have some, but not enough. Alright, well, scratch that off the list then. You know, come to think of it, what happens when you've completely mined out every single location and you've looted all of the boxes in every single location? I wonder if the game does anything to sort of help you get to some of the goals that you might have. I suppose there are all the distress calls and all that sort of stuff that you could visit, and, you know, you could try to just fight things or mine things and work your way that way. And then there's maybe the rift challenges as well. Anyway, here we are. Divana gas orbit. Flying Duchess is already here. Very convenient. Okay, ship dealer. Damn it. Alright, well. I guess not. Let's go. And I think maybe we could try to go to Union and check out Prescott Starbase. I mean, we were going to go to Prescott Starbase before anyway, so it's a bit ironic. Yeah, I don't know. For some reason I had made the assumption that we could actually buy and trade ships at Vesna. That's alright, it shouldn't take too long because now that we've got the spatial bypass set up, we should be able to just teleport there. And yeah, luckily it's right in front of Prescott as well, so we should be able to check out ships pretty quickly here. I heard some kind of ping, guys. Oh, you know what? I haven't really checked out any of the racing activities. Okay, nice mainframe component there. We've got one mainframe expansion now. Do we want to check this out? Start race. I mean, it's just...
Welcome to the new racing entertainment.
Holy scrap! Maurice? Is that you?
Oh, no. Please, put me into hibernation mode during any exchange with this deranged bot. I simply cannot abide him.
Adam, so nice to see a familiar face after all this time. Have you come to compete?
Well, I guess I could try it out, but how come you're doing this now? What happened to your bounty hunting operation?
Oh la la, that is a long and complicated story. I can tell you since you are such a cher ami, but not right now. No. My competition will be quite easy for a man of your capacity. To win, you must simply make the course in record time and pass through the hoops.
Oops?
The round things. I suggest you not use your real name here, as we will be streaming this to millions of racing fans throughout the Belgrades. This is how we make the prize money.
I need a nom de guerre, huh? Okay, put me down as the Infinite Madman.
Zut alors! A cryptic name, if ever there was one. Le Infinite Madman it is. And after you complete this, you may want to try my other racing challenges. Now open in the Cito system too.
Nice. I can't say that I remember Maurice from the previous game, actually, but I suppose he was there. And he was a bounty hunter of some sort. I mean, so was Alec, though. So anyway, let's start this race. And let's just at least check it out once.
Ready, set, go!
Oh, geez. Okay. Yeah, okay, there's probably a reason why we haven't checked it out. Yep, I'm doing so well.
next time, monsieur. So close, but no cigar.
That wasn't after a cigar. Prize money would have been nice.
Well, there you go. Bit of a taste of the racing. Probably not something that I am particularly too good at. I can barely pilot this thing as it is, you know, so I probably don't really want to put you guys through the pain of retrying it several times. Doing puzzles, different story. I don't mind doing puzzles, but racing, yeah, I don't know. Alright, sorry, got distracted. Let's get to the spatial bypass and let's actually check out ships at Prescott. I keep saying how quick and simple this is going to be, but with all the distractions involved, it's taking a little bit longer. Okay, let's go to Prescott. Travel. So one thing that I'm not entirely sure of, guys, is how often a lot of these ship dealers actually replenish or change their stocks. Because, you know, if you don't...
always plays havoc on my geolocationary sensors.
You'll get used to it, Hive.
Because if you don't like what you have initially, or what's on offer initially, I suppose you can come back, but how long do you have to wait until you can actually come back and do that? So that's a little bit unknown. Anyway, crossing my fingers here, hoping that we get what we need. Alright, so ship dealer. Okay. Yeah, I suppose the Duchess doesn't really have a big selection, right? Striker. I think this is what we had before, right? Or was it the Interceptor that we had? It could have been Interceptor, guys. Let's take a look at a few other things here. Harbinger. Vanguard. This actually kind of looks cool as well. Although it is a similar style to what we've currently got. Hornet. Maybe even more similar. Stinger, Vanguard. I wonder what these subnames mean, or subclasses mean. I guess maybe what sort of stats it might come with, potentially. Alright. Yeah, maybe I'll buy one of these ones, and we'll see if we can play around with the actual styling of it. Let's also just take a look at our old ships here, because this one's going to cost us 400,000, well, more than 400,000. We can get rid of our old ones, so yes, this is something that I did a little bit of research on as well. So you actually can do that from the ship dealers, and if you press B, you can actually toggle between buying and selling, and now we've got our own ships to sort of look at and try and sell. So yeah, I mean, this is what we had before, Interceptor, and I really like the style of this ship. So I'm gonna try and get rid of some of our sort of quote-unquote rare. Are these rare? Anyway, the green ones. You know what I mean. So let's get rid of the bomber. Yes, and let's get rid of the Raptor as well. Yes, okay. And Wow, these ships are actually not really worth that much at all, are they? Maybe we're gonna have to sell everything, guys. I mean, I don't know if we're even gonna be able to get there. Let's go back to purchasing. So it's a matter of really maybe selling off our current ship potentially to fund the next one. I mean, ooh, look at that. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, this is one thing that I really love about this game. The ship designs are just so good. I don't know if any of you guys have been watching my Homeworld series, but I love this sort of stuff. We're definitely going to go with Orion E7 here. Let's look at our purchase options. Yeah, we can buy and sell current, and that's really going to be the extent of it. We could get rid of like a couple more ships here, but maybe that's going a little bit too overboard. I don't mind getting rid of the current one that we have. As much as it was a nice ship, I think this is going to look cooler. So let's do it. And now we're broke. That's fine. That's completely okay.
This is sweet.
It will be a wreck before long with the constant altercations you find yourself in.
Alright, so, well, we're not completely broke. We do actually have a little bit of money. So we can still repair and do all sorts of stuff if we need to. Okay, now they've got even more ships. Is this the one that we just sold? Possibly. Yeah, okay. So let's actually take a look at the ship and the actual customizations that we can do with it. I quite like the color scheme that this has right now, although I might want to sort of make slight edits here. So it's sort of a darker, I don't know what that is, maybe black or green with like desert / mustard sort of outlines. Let's try and do that actually. So paint job, let's go with, yeah, I think that's it. And then secondary color, and the outlines. I'm not really sure if we're achieving the same thing here. Our yellows seem extremely bright, unless we haven't found the right colors just yet. I could just do the custom color that's on offer. Let's go with standard. Yeah, okay. That's probably what was causing the difference there. Okay, so we could have metallic finish on the trimming. I think that kind of looks nice. Yeah, I think that's what we'll do. And let's take a look at window tint. Let's just have a look at the original here. Okay, it's got blue. Yeah, I don't think I can replicate it. Let's go with that blue tint. And also, we should actually play around with the ship modules. I think this is what we bought it with. Let's look at wings. Predator 2. That actually looks sick. Griffin? I think that's what we used last time. Let's go with that one. So, let's look at the rear. You know what, I think we'll go with this, what we had originally when we bought it. But I think maybe we'll play around with the front a little bit more. I don't know, I think that kind of looks pretty cool. So yeah, let's go with that. And we'll obviously play around with a few of the decals as well. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do... maybe just a quick, like, outline. I think that should be good enough. Emissive lights. Yeah, I think that looks sick. Alright. Anything else we need to play around with? Engine colors. We haven't really picked up a lot of engine colors, have we? I think that's all we're really going to be able to do. So, yeah, we'll leave it at that. And yeah, we'll have a bit of fun with this weapon, although it is probably not going to be too long till we wrap up the series. Weapon Overdrive is a pretty good ultimate as well, which is nice. Let's just take a look at the shop, and let's just re-equip all of our stuff here. Cool. I like having 3 primary weapons as well. That's always nice. Okay, let's leave. I mean, look at that slick profile. Alright, so let's jump. Actually, no, we won't jump. We will be ending the episode here, guys, because I think we're probably gone a little bit over. But in the next episode, I think we're going to head to Kyone. We'll check out those undiscovered locations, and then we'll probably wrap up the series there. Hope you enjoyed this one, guys. As usual, leave a like, a dislike, or a comment or two down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.